Do you know the love story of Applejack's parents? Back in the early days of Ponyville, Sweet Apple Acres wasn't the only orchard around. There was also a pear orchard, and the two families were constantly at odds over business. Granny Smith would tell stories to the apple trees, while Grand Pear carefully tucked blankets around the pear trees to keep them from freezing. Before long, the apples and the pears had become bitter rivals, but Bright Mac and Pear Butter were the exception. They would often talk to each other across the fence, and little by little, their feelings began to grow. As the years went by, they grew older, yet neither ever found the courage to confess their love. Until one day, during a plowing competition, Bright Mac got distracted watching Pear Butter working in the pear orchard. He veered off track, knocking over the water tower and flooding the young pear trees. An angry Grand Pear rushed over, demanding an explanation. Before Pear Butter could speak, Bright Mac stepped forward and took the blame. But Grand Pear was furious and warned his daughter to stay away from the apple family. That warning, however, only brought the two closer. They started sneaking away for picnics, sharing their hearts through music and guitar. Their love was like a dream, pure and beautiful. Even though their families were feuding, they found happiness in each other. Rain or shine, through every season, nothing could keep them apart. Then, one day, the Pear family suddenly decided to leave Ponyville. The two lovers were devastated, desperate not to be separated. With the mayor's help, Bright Mac arranged a simple yet heartfelt wedding. There, they vowed never to part, and together they planted two seeds, one apple, one pear, as a promise of their everlasting bond. Just as they finished, their parents stormed in, furious. Grand Pear demanded that Pear Butter choose between her father and Bright Mac. Without hesitation, Pear Butter chose Bright Mac. Many years later, Grand Pear returned to Ponyville. When he saw that Bright Mac and Pear Butter had raised 3 healthy, happy children, he finally let go of his pride and regret. At last, the long feud between the apples and the pears came to an end. Together, the families returned to the wedding site, where the two trees that had once been planted now stood tall, side by side, a living symbol of a promise kept, growing together forever.